friendos, welcome back to my channel. Or if it's your first time here, hello, my name is Laurel. I am not a professional makeup artist. I'm a weirdo that likes to collect and experiment with really nice makeup. Now, one of the top brands that I talk about on my channel is Natasha Denona. And I'm someone who is very blunt. If you are interested in Natasha Denona products, I would like to invite you to subscribe now because we do talk about it a lot on here. Now, her last mini product, which was the Mini Retro, I didn't personally care for. I tried it out on the channel. I didn't think that it was her usual quality or quality that we've seen in the past. I will say though, since the Panty D has started, Miss Natasha has kind of been hit or miss for me, and that could be a supply chain issue or who knows what, but I will say I miss the old school Natasha Denona quality. So in today's video, we're going to put the newest Natasha Denona products to the test. So we have the Mini Biba Palette, and I also have here her Rose Cheek Duo. This is a cream blush and highlighter. Now, I really enjoyed the face palette that she just came out with. The blush in there is just phenomenal. It blends into the skin. It looks really pretty. It's creamy without being oily. I'm an oily girl, so I don't really like it when cream products tend to look greasy, and that one doesn't. It's just very skin-like and pretty. So I'm not gonna prattle on. We're just gonna go right into trying out these two products. If that sounds great to you, just stay tuned. Ooh, friendos, let me tell you, it has been a wild year, hasn't it? I can't believe that we are just a few days out from Christmas. I'm honestly shocked that Sephora got these products to me so quickly, but they did. So I didn't want to waste a second. I'm going to try to get this video up as soon as possible because maybe there's a chance that you could pick this up in store or in time for a Christmas gift. I don't know. They're really pushing it with the launch date being so close to Christmas. So we'll see what happens. Okay. So first let's start out with the cheek product. Why don't we do that? So the Rose Cheek Duo, this is what she looks like on the inside. Going to go in with a brush from Lime Crime into the blush. Boop, boop. I don't know why I needed to make that sound, but I did. All right, I think this is going to be a lot like the face palette blush because it was kind of hard to get this on my brush. But last time it didn't pick up super easily. It still excelled in application, so we'll see. This one's not looking as good. It's not awful. Getting a lot of clumps in my brush here, and I feel like I have to drag this to get it onto my face. The other one, it just came off pretty naturally. Now I'm starting to see some payoff. I just had to keep with it. All right, let's try out the highlight. Ooh, swirly whirly. This is a really nice magnetic brush that I believe came from Sephora. Okay, here we go. Oh, she's blinding. Baby. Oh, how gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna do my other cheek. I do think that this so far looks really pretty. It was a little bit more work applying the blush than it was applying the blush in her recent Glam Face palette, but I worked with it and it does look really pretty. Okie dokie, so far so good. I'm super excited for this eyeshadow palette. Let's get to some swatching. Oh, this feels really creamy. I hope it swatches the same way it feels. Not perfect, could be worse. I think this is gonna blend out. Just by the way it feels on my fingy, feels really nice. All right, going in with a more matte camel shade. This one too feels really nice. That one didn't swatch out perfectly, but I'm not a swatch artist. I'm just, like I tell you guys, like I'm not a pro. So whenever you guys hear me talk about makeup, I hope you realize I'm more of like an average consumer. Now, granted, I do dabble in makeup a lot and I collect a lot. I have good knowledge of formulations and that kind of thing. But as far as making a mediocre product work, I struggle. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I do struggle sometimes. But I feel like, all right, here's the gold one. I feel like that might be valuable information for you guys whenever I do have issues with products, because most of you out there probably aren't professional makeup artists or you wouldn't be watching me. But if you are professional makeup artists and you bear through all my cringe-worthy moments, I appreciate you just the same. All right, and this one is a very cinnamony, looks like a shimmer, but it feels creamy. Oh wow, that's so pretty. That is gorgeous, you guys. Okay, let's get started. All right, on my NJC E05, we'll go in with the peachy camel shade. That one right there. And I do have my P. Louise base already down. Most of you friendos know, because it's probably not your first time watching me, that when I do these review looks or first impressions, I'm not going for the most amazing, magical, artistic look of all time. I'm going for something simple, easy to do, where we are able to test as many colors as we can on the eyes. Okay, that one went on very nicely indeed. I will say on the eye, it appears a little bit darker than what it looks like in the pan. That's not that big of a deal. Now on an M05, we'll go in with the chocolatey matte shade. Okay, this one is a little bit harder to blend out. It's not awful, but it's not fantastic either. Then we'll go in with the cinnamon shade. That is going to be on an E06 from Nakia Joy Cosmetics. Okay, look at that. I barely did any strokes whatsoever, and it's just blended itself. That is the old Natasha that I miss. And if you've never tried her products and you're wondering why some people rave over her matte eyeshadows, that's why. And some of her past palettes, she just has mattes that you barely have to work with at all to get a heavenly blend. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off that brush and we'll go in with the soft camel shade right here. Going just a little bit lower and to the center of where I initially put the more peachy camel shade. And this blended out like a dream. How lovely. Now on my NJC E01, we'll go in with the sparkly shade in the very center. Right here, friendos. A dream. It's so flipping gorgeous. Okay, I'm actually gonna try spraying that shade and just see what it can do. Clearly you guys can tell I'm pleased with it already. Like, this is one swipe fantasy material here. Okay, let's go. Boom. I just like to see what it looks like on full blast. When we wet our brush, that's what we'll find out. So flippin' pretty. All right, friendos, I'm going to line, I'm going to lash, I'm going to do my other eye off camera, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, friendos, I got my lashes and my liner on. What do we think? No, that wasn't a glitch. That was just me being weird. Okay, so I think we should do lips. So I picked out today Empress from the Panoramic Longwear Lip Liner. This is from Hourglass. And then from Jaclyn Cosmetics, I'm going to fill this in with Macaron. Now, friendos, my final thoughts on the Natasha Denona products that we used today. I'm so happy to say that I feel like the old Natasha's back. Aside from that one chocolatey shade that didn't blend out super quickly, everything else was just mind-blowingly gorgeous in application, in texture, in comfortability. Now, was this the most original color story that we've ever seen? Absolutely. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't the best, like as far as original color stories go, but as far as something where it's a one and done soft glam to full glam palette, she's there. She's definitely that. So I would say if you are missing the old Natasha quality, this is a good palette to pick up. Everything just blended out so beautifully, and it's nice when that happens because you don't have to spend a long time blending out and working that makeup yourself. Like, it does the work itself. So I'm thrilled with this palette, super happy with that purchase. Then on to the cheek product that we use, which was the Rose Cheek Duo, and that included a cream blush and a highlight. Highlight was blinding. It is gorgeous. No complaints there. If you like a blinding highlight, pick this up. The cream blush was not as easy to apply, like I told you before, as her other cream blush that was in her last face palette. Last and only face palette that I'm aware of. However, after putting in the time, I was able to get a beautiful finish, and it looks really similar on my skin like the blush in her face palette. So I'm going to leave that for you guys to decide whether or not you are willing to put in the work to work out a cream blush. There are other blushes on the market that smooth out quicker, that don't require the finagling and the finesse that I had to use today. But I would say if you're a huge stan for Natasha Denona products and you want to build your collection, it's not a bad one to have in your collection. But I'm not giving it like an A+ rating or anything like that. So friendos, most of you know that I normally will work with these products again and again. I'll come back to you in a few weeks and give final thoughts. But so far, I think it's safe to say that I love that eyeshadow palette. I truly appreciate each and every one of you spending your time here with me. It's a very busy time of year. I know you could be doing 1,000 more things. So your viewership and your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much for helping me grow my channel this year. You all leave me the sweetest and most insightful comments, and I really appreciate you doing that. Before we head out, if you did enjoy this video, I hope you will give it a like, comment down below, and let me know if you are planning to pick up this palette. And also let me know if you'd like to see more Natasha Denona content on my channel. I'm happy to do it. And finally, if you have not done so already, I really hope that you'll subscribe, because if not, we'll both have to live in the shadow of never knowing what could have been. Guys, have a Merry Christmas. Peace on earth. Peace to you. Have a great one. Bye.